Before I begin, I want you to imagine something simple: a single spoon, a single habit, a single decision that could shift your metabolism while you sleep. Most people think that burning belly fat requires complicated routines, intense diets, or expensive medications like Ozempic. But your body has something more powerful: your natural metabolism defense system. When you activate it correctly, your body begins to work with you, not against you. Tonight, I want to share with you something surprising, something science-backed, and something incredibly simple: a single spoon of peanut butter before bed, and how this small habit can help your body melt away stubborn belly fat naturally, the same way weight loss medications stimulate metabolic pathways. This is about helping your body heal itself using real food, real biology, and real results. Activating your body's natural GLP-1 hormone is one of the most important breakthroughs in modern metabolic science, and understanding how something as simple as one spoon of peanut butter before bed can influence this pathway is both fascinating and empowering. Most people believe that GLP-1 activation is only possible through medications like Ozempic, but the truth is that your body already has the ability to trigger this response on its own through food, timing, and metabolic alignment. And when you support your body correctly, the results can feel almost effortless. Imagine giving your metabolism a gentle push at night, right before sleep, and allowing it to work steadily for hours while you rest. This is where peanut butter becomes far more than a snack. It becomes a biological signal. Peanut butter contains a precise balance of monounsaturated fats, plant-based proteins, and natural compounds that slow down gastric emptying. This one effect alone is powerful. When food leaves your stomach more slowly, your intestines begin to release GLP-1 in a steady, controlled way. This hormone communicates directly with your brain, telling it that you are satisfied, reducing hunger and calming the reward centers that usually trigger late-night cravings. Think about that for a moment. One spoon can quiet the cravings that sabotage most people's progress. This is not willpower, this is science working for you. GLP-1 also controls how your pancreas releases insulin. When activated naturally, it prevents the sudden spikes and crashes that store fat around the belly. Your body enters a more stable metabolic rhythm, one where energy is used efficiently rather than hoarded. And this is where the real transformation begins. As GLP-1 rises, your body starts burning stored fat gently through the night. It doesn't happen through force. It doesn't require extreme dieting. It happens because your metabolism is finally aligned with its natural design. Here's something most people never realize: nighttime is the body's most strategic moment for activating fat loss. While you sleep, your brain resets hormones, your gut regenerates, and your fat cells become more responsive to signals. By giving your body a nutrient-rich, slow-digesting food like peanut butter before bed, you are leveraging biology's most powerful window. It's like turning on a switch that keeps burning calories even while you dream. And the best part is, it feels effortless because it happens when you're resting. GLP-1 also influences the brain regions responsible for appetite control and emotional eating. When activated, it reduces the urge to eat for comfort or stress. This is why people who adopt this simple nighttime habit notice they wake up with fewer cravings, a calmer appetite, and more control over food choices. It almost feels like the body is resetting its relationship with hunger. Let your body do the work while you sleep. This idea becomes a reality when GLP-1 is naturally stimulated. Now imagine the confidence of waking up in the morning feeling lighter, more balanced, and more in control, simply because you allowed one spoon of peanut butter to guide your metabolism back to its natural rhythm. This isn't a diet, it's a partnership with your biology. It's a reminder that your body is capable of remarkable things when you support it with the right tools. And when you learn how to activate hormones like GLP-1 naturally, the journey becomes smoother, calmer, and far more sustainable. Every night your body asks for one thing: balance. When you give it a small, smart choice like this, it responds with results that build day after day. And suddenly, a simple spoon becomes a quiet metabolic strategy that transforms the way you burn fat, manage hunger, and shape your body from the inside out. Stabilizing nighttime blood sugar is one of the most underestimated keys to melting stubborn belly fat, and it is often the missing link for people who feel like they are doing everything right but still see no progress. The body's metabolism behaves differently at night, and the way your blood sugar moves during these hours determines whether your body stores fat or burns it. When insulin rises too high before bed, the body immediately shifts into fat storage mode, locking fat into the abdominal area, slowing metabolic function, and increasing cravings the next day. But when insulin remains stable and steady through the night, the body can do what it was designed to do: repair balance hormones and burn fat steadily for hours. This is where 1 spoon of peanut butter becomes far more powerful than it looks. Peanut butter contains healthy fats and plant proteins that digest slowly and smoothly. This slow digestion is the key to preventing sharp glucose spikes. Instead of flooding the bloodstream with sugar, like sweets, refined carbs, or late night snacks usually do, peanut butter releases energy gradually. This means your blood sugar stays calm, steady, and controlled. And when blood sugar stays stable, insulin stays low. Low insulin is the metabolic green light that tells your body it's time to burn fat instead of storing it. People often underestimate this simple mechanism, yet it is the foundation of every successful long-term fat loss process. Think for a moment about how many nights people unknowingly trigger fat storage without realizing it. Grabbing a biscuit, tea with sugar, a late roti, or even fruit that spikes glucose levels. Each of these choices causes an insulin surge, and as soon as insulin rises, the body locks away fat, especially around the waistline. But imagine shifting this cycle with one small change. Instead of feeding the body a fast-burning sugar source, you give it a slow-burning, steady nutrient source. You create a quiet metabolic environment, one where your hormones stay balanced and your fat cells become more flexible and responsive. This is when progress begins to show effortlessly. 1 spoon of peanut butter before bed acts almost like a protective shield for your metabolism. It stops the blood sugar roller coaster that leads to nighttime hunger, cravings, and overeating. When your blood sugar is stable, your brain receives a signal that everything is under control. You don't experience the restless, anxious hunger that keeps you searching for food. You don't wake up feeling heavy or sluggish. Instead, you wake up feeling balanced, energized, and in control. Your appetite resets. Your cravings calm down. Your relationship with food becomes smoother, easier, and more aligned with your health goals. There is another powerful effect that stable nighttime blood sugar brings: hormonal synchronization. When your blood sugar stays steady, your cortisol levels naturally settle. High nighttime cortisol is one of the biggest reasons people store fat around the belly. A calm metabolic state at night leads to a calmer hormonal cycle overall, and this harmony supports deeper sleep, faster repair, and more efficient fat burning. The body is always working. It just needs the right conditions to work for you instead of against you. Imagine your body using the entire night to burn fat gently, without stress, without extreme dieting, and without struggle. That happens when blood sugar stays stable. Your metabolism becomes smoother. Your energy becomes stable. Your morning hunger feels lighter and more manageable. And all of this begins with a small nighttime choice that most people overlook. 1 spoon of peanut butter becomes a metabolic tool, a quiet, powerful way to guide your body back into balance. By the time morning arrives, your body will have spent hours in a fat-burning state rather than a fat-storing one. And this shift is what creates long-term, visible change. People often search for complicated solutions, but sometimes the simplest nighttime habit can reshape the way your metabolism behaves. A calm night creates a stronger day. A stable night creates a leaner body. And when you understand the science behind nighttime blood sugar stability, you realize that this small change is not just nutrition, it's strategy. Deep, restorative sleep is one of the strongest natural tools your body has for regulating weight, balancing hormones, and improving metabolism, yet it is also one of the most overlooked. Most people believe that weight loss happens only through diet and exercise, but the truth is that your body burns a surprising amount of fat while you sleep, if the right conditions are in place. When your sleep quality is poor, your metabolism slows, your hunger hormones rise, and your ability to burn fat is reduced dramatically. But when sleep is deep, calm, and uninterrupted, your body enters a repairing mode where fat-burning hormones activate, inflammation decreases, and your metabolic rate improves without any extra effort. This is where a simple nighttime habit, like a spoon of peanut butter, begins to make a meaningful difference. Peanut butter contains healthy fats, amino acids, and natural nutrients that support the production of serotonin, the neurotransmitter responsible for relaxation and emotional balance. Serotonin then converts into melatonin, the hormone that guides your sleep cycle. When you support melatonin production naturally, your body falls asleep faster, stays asleep longer, and enters deeper stages of restorative sleep. These deeper stages are where the magic happens. They are the moments when your body repairs cells, strengthens your immune system, resets your appetite hormones, and activates nighttime fat burning pathways. Imagine giving your body a signal right before bed that tells it, it's safe to rest, it's safe to repair, it's safe to burn fat tonight. During deep sleep, your stress hormone cortisol comes down. This matters because high cortisol is directly linked to belly fat storage. When cortisol stays elevated through the night, the body naturally holds fat around the midsection as a protective response. But when sleep is deep and stable, cortisol drops, the body relaxes, and fat cells become more willing to release stored energy. This process works quietly hour by hour throughout the night. It feels gentle, effortless, and natural because it is, but it happens only when your sleep is strong enough to support it. Another powerful shift occurs with two key hormones, leptin and ghrelin. Ghrelin is your hunger hormone. Leptin tells your brain when you feel full. Poor sleep increases ghrelin and decreases leptin, creating the perfect storm for cravings, overeating, and emotional eating the next day. But when you sleep deeply, leptin rises and ghrelin falls. Your appetite stays balanced. Your cravings reduce automatically. You wake up with a clearer mind, a calmer appetite, and a stronger sense of control over food choices. It's not willpower, it's biochemistry responding to sleep. When you add 1 spoon of peanut butter before bed, you are supporting this entire system. The healthy fats digest slowly and keep your stomach comfortably satisfied through the night. This prevents late-night hunger spikes that disrupt sleep. The amino acids promote serotonin production. The steady release of nutrients supports stable blood sugar, which is essential for uninterrupted sleep. Your body receives exactly what it needs to stay calm and balanced until morning. Imagine the difference between tossing and turning versus slipping into deep, healing rest that works like a natural metabolic reset. Your body is always communicating with you. When you wake up feeling tired, heavy, or craving unhealthy foods, it's often a signal that your sleep cycle wasn't deep enough to support metabolism. But when you wake up feeling refreshed, lighter, and more energized, it's a sign that your body spent the night repairing, balancing, and burning fat. This is the quiet power of sleep, a power that so many people underestimate. By supporting your nighttime environment with a small, smart choice, you create a foundation for better health. Your metabolism strengthens, your hormones align, your appetite becomes calmer, and your body begins to reshape itself through the simple act of resting deeply. This is not a quick fix, it is a natural, biological advantage you give your body. And the change starts with understanding how deeply sleep influences your ability to lose fat, especially around the belly. Reducing late-night cravings and controlling appetite is one of the most transformative shifts a person can make when trying to lose belly fat, because cravings are rarely about hunger, they're about biology. When the body experiences unstable blood sugar, emotional fatigue, stress, or hormonal imbalance, it triggers signals that push you toward food even when you don't need it. These cravings are strongest at night, when your willpower is lowest and your body is tired. This is the moment when most people slip into a pattern that slows metabolism, increases fat storage, and disrupts sleep. But when you create the right conditions before bed, your body naturally quiets these cravings, making fat loss smoother, more controlled, and far more sustainable. This is where 1 spoon of peanut butter becomes more than a simple snack. It becomes a strategic metabolic tool. Peanut butter has a unique combination of healthy fats, protein, and fiber that keeps the stomach satisfied for a long period. Unlike sugary treats or fast digesting foods, peanut butter moves slowly through the digestive system. This slow, steady release of nutrients sends a message to the brain that the body is comfortably nourished. The cravings that usually arise from sudden drops in blood sugar simply don't occur. That feeling of, I need something sweet, weakens. The constant urge to check the kitchen disappears. You step out of the cycle of nighttime snacking, not by force, but by giving your body what it truly needed, stable nourishment. Late-night cravings often come from emotional eating triggers, stress, boredom, loneliness, anxiety. But peanut butter also helps regulate these triggers through biochemical pathways. The healthy fats support brain function and stabilize mood-regulating neurotransmitters. The amino acids contribute to serotonin production, which helps create a sense of calm and satisfaction. When your brain feels balanced, the emotional pull toward food weakens. You don't feel the need to soothe yourself with snacks. You regain control over the choices that shape your health. There is something powerful in understanding that cravings are not a lack of discipline. They are a hormonal conversation happening inside the body. When leptin levels are low, the brain believes the body is starving even when it's not. When ghrelin rises, it pushes you toward food aggressively. But when you give your body a slow digesting, nutrient-dense food like peanut butter before bed, leptin rises, ghrelin settles, and the brain receives the message that the body is full and satisfied. Imagine ending the night with your appetite completely at peace instead of fighting the urge to eat. This simple shift can change the entire direction of your health. Most nighttime overeating happens because people feel a sudden emptiness in their stomach hours after dinner. They sense a dip in energy, a rise in anxiety, or a heavy craving for sugar, signals that the body needs balance. But when peanut butter provides stable nourishment through the night, these dips no longer occur. Instead of waking up hungry at midnight and reaching for biscuits, bread, tea, or sweets, you remain comfortably full until morning. This prevents the extra calories that accumulate around the belly and reduces the metabolic stress that nighttime eating causes. This one nightly habit can also break the addiction cycle of sugar cravings. When your blood sugar remains stable through the night, your body does not wake up in a state of urgency. You feel calmer, lighter, and more in control the next day. The cravings that usually start in the morning or afternoon become weaker, which sets the tone for healthier choices throughout the day. One positive cycle replaces the old negative one. Imagine ending each day feeling satisfied instead of guilty, balanced instead of overwhelmed. That is the quiet power of reducing nighttime cravings. It gives you control, confidence, and steady metabolic progress. And when you combine this with a single spoon of peanut butter before bed, you transform your nights into a natural tool for reshaping your body and retraining your appetite from the inside out. So tonight, before you sleep, don't think of it as just peanut butter. Think of it as self-care, as a signal to your body that says, I'm ready to heal. I'm ready to burn fat. I'm ready to transform. Your metabolism is not broken. Your body is not your enemy. You simply need to turn on the switches nature gave you. Let this small step be the beginning of your bigger change, because sometimes one spoon can rewrite your entire health story. And I believe, with science, with food, and with consistency, your healthiest, strongest, leanest version is already on its way.